What though the odds be great or small, Notre Dame will win over all, while her loyal sons are marching onward to victory.
Greetings, fellow Irish fans, and greetings, fellow TTC members. Big Sean Power 10 here. Now, this is the start of my second season here on the College Football Trash Talking Circle on YouTube. And as always, I'm representing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now, we are 15 hours away from kickoff to the 2010 Notre Dame football season and the Brian Kelly era at Notre Dame. We start the season off against the Purdue Boilermakers. Now, constantly for the last 9 or 10 months, we've heard nonstop about the obvious changes at Notre Dame. Brian Kelly is the new head coach, switching to the spread offense, switching to the 3-4 defense, Jimmy Clausen gone to the NFL, Golden Tate gone to the NFL. So there's no point in rehashing it. We've all heard it enough. So let's get straight to the breakdown of tomorrow's game against Purdue. Now, the biggest significant change on offense for Notre Dame is Dane Christ replacing Jimmy Clausen under center. Now, Dane Christ last season against Washington State on Halloween sustained an ACL injury. Now, he's had plenty of time to heal up, and in my honest opinion, I think he's going to be fine. As long as he gets enough protection, he'll be all right. Now, some other weapons on Notre Dame's offense are wide receiver Michael Floyd, tight end Kyle Rudolph, running backs Armando Allen, Robert Hughes, and other wide receivers such as Duval Kamara, Robbie Toma, John Goodman, Dion Walker, and another interesting move was running back Theo Riddick moving to the Z-slot receiver position. Now, some other key members, actually some newcomers to this year's Notre Dame football team, wide receiver T.J. Jones won a starting spot not too long ago. And from what I saw of this kid in the spring game, now yes, I know it's only the spring game, but he looked really, really good. And hopefully I really think we'll see a lot of him this year, and he'll get plenty of touches. Now, this next guy is not really a newcomer. He's a redshirt sophomore, but running back Sierra Wood. And same as T.J. Jones in the spring game, that's the only action he's seen. He looked really good as well. So I look for him to be a pretty damn good backup behind Armando Allen and Robert Hughes. So, anyway, overall with the Notre Dame offense and switching to the spread offense, really, I'm not too worried about this team adjusting to the spread. I know it's going to be a transitional thing for them, and it might take them a few series to get going, but really, I don't see these guys having a problem with it. From what I've heard, they've really embraced the spread offense. They've been learning fast, and they've really gotten in routine with it. So I really don't see I see no reason why this team shouldn't score a lot of points. But obviously, the big key with running the spread offense is the offensive line. Now, with Notre Dame, from what I've heard with their offensive line, there's a lot of question marks there. So they're really going to have to step up tomorrow against that Purdue defense, especially defensive end Ryan Kerrigan, who led the Big Ten in sacks last season with 13. He's one of the key weapons on that Purdue defense that you have to shut down. Now, with Notre Dame, the only thing that really concerns me a little bit is our defense. Now, last season we averaged giving up over 400 yards per game. Okay, that's not good. And last season we clearly weren't a good defense. We really stunk up the joint. Now, I really don't know what to expect from our defense until I see the game tomorrow, so I can't really, judge them too much just yet. But all I know is this: the big positions that need to step up, the big key for me on defense, the corners and the safety positions on Notre Dame have to step up. They were thrown over way too much. They were burned too many times. That has to change. Stick to your man and just stay with him. Make some plays. Keep your guard up. Now, last season, the big star on Notre Dame's defense was freshman linebacker Manti Te'o, who's now in his sophomore season at Notre Dame. I look for him to have a really big breakout year. But of course, the defense can't just fall on him. But it's going to take everyone's part to put together a winning team and a really good defense. So, and like I said, once again, I have to see the game tomorrow to get a really good perception of this defense. But we'll just have to wait and see until tomorrow on that. But once again, the defense, everyone on defense has to step up. You cannot let what happened last season happen this year. I mean, if we want to win 10-plus games and go to the Orange Bowl, as a few people are predicting, then no more giving up 400 yards a game. Enough said. Need I say more? Now, a couple of big weapons, in addition to Ryan Kerrigan, that the Irish need to stop on the Boilermakers, are quarterback Rob Marv. Now, Rob Marv, as we all know, is a transfer from Miami, and he's only seen one season of college football, and that was back in 2008 with the Hurricanes, where he threw for just over 1,200 yards, threw for 9 touchdowns, and threw 13 interceptions. Now, in the year that he's had to sit off, and in the off-season and whatnot, he's had a lot of time to absorb this Purdue offense and their game plan. And from what I hear, this kid is really sharp, so do not take him lightly. Defensive line, get to him, penetrate, and make some plays. Now, the other offensive weapon for the Boilermakers is wide receiver Keith Smith. Now, last season, Keith Smith caught 91 passes for 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns, I believe. So, once again, defensive backfield. Do not let him get away, or else you will get burned. So, just everyone step up. That's all I can say. That's really, I mean, until I see this team as a whole tomorrow, there's really not a whole lot you can say until you actually see it. But if, in my opinion, and as you guys know me from last season, I never picked the Irish to lose. I'm going to hope that they win every time they step out on the field, no matter who they're playing. But if they can execute properly and embrace Brian Kelly's game plan and the spread offense and just, basically, kind of like what Brian Kelly told Dane Christ. You don't have to win the Heisman Trophy today. Just let the offense come to you. And that's exactly right. Just go at your own pace, take your time, and just keep your guard up. But if everything is executed properly tomorrow, I see no reason why the Irish can't win by 2 scores tomorrow. So that's my final analysis of this game. And once again, you guys, to all of my fellow Irish fans here on YouTube, as well as other places outside of YouTube, the cool ones that is, and to all my fellow TTC members, I look forward to another great season of talking football with you guys and just having a great time talking trash whenever it's appropriate and so on and so forth. So with that said, guys, this is Big Sean Power 10. I'm out, and go Irish, baby!